Alright, people, so I'm here with RANTAMANIA episode 26. Getting up there in episodes, huh? Episode 26. You know, if I do 26 more, that'll be 52 episodes. That's the amount of weeks in a year, but I don't even know why I brought that up. I don't even know why that's relevant, but I just thought of that. So, but whatever, let's just get to this video here before I go on about the number of weeks in a year or whatever. So, that was a bad start to the video. Hopefully I could regroup here. But anyway, let me read you off the topics here. We have the topics including Michael Sam, the Charlie Demon shit, the World Cup in Rio, a rant on garbage rappers, and also a Justin Bieber storyline at SummerSlam. So the first topic here is the Michael Sam. At Samuel, this guy told me how to pronounce his name. I believe it's like at Samuel Blay or some shit like that. Whatever. I'm not gonna freak out about it. But he requested me to do. He's on Twitter. He requested me to do. What do you think about the Michael Sam situation? So I mean, Michael Sam obviously is like you probably heard of it. Is the first gay player or whatever, you know, NFL player that has come out openly as gay, and you know, I think it's just an issue that is way over. The whole gay issue is way overhyped on both sides. I mean, you know, basically my viewpoint on it is the government should, you know, be out of marriage. They shouldn't have any involvement in marriage. And I mean, just mainstream media that's supposed to cover real news just hypes it up all the time. Oh, Bruce Jenner comes out as gay. It's on the front page of every mainstream news source. Comes out as a woman. It's on the front page of every mainstream news source. It's like, really? I mean, this shouldn't be a big story. All right, he's gay. And you know, I do understand how that could become a problem in the locker room, because that's the whole fucking point of locker rooms, though, is to, you know, separate people by genders, because you don't want people who are sexually attracted to each other in the same locker room. That's why we have locker rooms. So when you have gay people in locker rooms, that fucks up the system. Alright, so I do see how that could pose a problem. How that problem should be handled should be between the players on the team. Alright? And by the way, you know, being gay, you know, if I'm in a locker room with a gay person, and like if you take the NFL, I would be a lot more accepting of that person who's gay than I would be of, like, you know, all these people in the NFL who've done horrible things to people. You know, the NFL has a reputation for having players who do bad shit. So I mean, I also want to, you know, let's remember there's people in the NFL who have done way worse shit than being gay. So I mean, it's just an overhyped issue, and it should be an issue that's solved between, you know, the players on that team, not between, you know, I don't think the media should be hyping it up and shit. Okay, he's gay, big fucking deal. Alright, next thing I want to rant on is this Charlie Demon stuff or whatever. So apparently it's like you put pencils on a paper or whatever the fuck it is. It's just fucking stupid how people just get so obsessed with these little petty things in society. You know, like the fucking Kylie Jenner lip challenge. People were all obsessed with that. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And these little fads or trends are just looked at as cool. You know what's looked at as cool for me is, you know, promoting, you know, good values in life, like being honest, you know, being generous, giving to the poor, you know, promoting liberty, promoting freedom, promoting the Constitution. That's what I see as cool. You know, when I look at a person, you know, that's what I want to see in a person. You know, a person who cares for other people, and a person who just promotes basic liberties and freedoms. You know, like the First Amendment and shit like that. And like the right for me to do whatever I want as long as it doesn't affect you, you know, or just basic shit like that, alright? So, but you know, everybody's just so obsessed with these other stupid, just random bullshit. Like thinking that a demon's gonna come because you say the word Charlie or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck it specifically is. I didn't try it, that's for sure. It's just moronic bullshit, and it just is an example of how far our society has really fallen when we could become just enthralled with bullshit like this. You know, we have a criminal government. We have people doing horrible things in the world. Yet, we're going to pay attention to this Charlie stuff. It's just fucking retarded. And that was requested, by the way, by @AaronParis on Twitter for me to do the Charlie rant. Alright, the next one is another one actually by @AaronParis. And he wanted me to do my thoughts on Rio hosting the Olympics. Not only the Olympics, but also the World Cup in a short span of time. He wanted me to talk about, will the citizens continue to protest, or will they embrace what the government is doing? And also if the government made the right decision to host two of the biggest events on the planet in succession. First off, you know, like, I think that hosting a big event like the World Cup or the Olympics is going to bring in money to the fucking city. You know, I don't think they would do it unless it brought in money to the city. So, you know, I don't see what's wrong with it. So I don't really see the big thing to protest here. You know, so will the citizens continue to protest? Probably not, because I mean, what are they gonna fucking protest forever? You know, and I think, yeah, I mean, if you're able to, you know, boost your economy and bring in shit into your city, then yeah, you should do it. So that's my view on that. The next one was requested by @Bears991 on Twitter, and he wanted me to do a rant on garbage rappers. You know, and he said, like, Young Thug and Iggy Azalea. I'm not a big music listener. The music I mainly listen to the most is like you know, actually wrestling songs that I see on wrestling. You know, like wrestling theme songs. You know, theme songs for pay-per-views and shit like that. But I see a lot of just rapping shit that's just so horrible. You know, it's like you can hardly hear what the lyrics are. And the lyrics, you know, are actually, if you look up the lyrics, they're actually just fucking horrible shit that they talk about here. I mean, we live in a culture that just glorifies shit like drugs and alcohol and getting knocked up, you know, and just doing all this horrible shit that's bad for you. Oh, it's cool to drink. It's cool to do drugs. It's cool to do all this shit. It's cool, you know, it's cool to fuck up your life. It's just so, and again, it just shows how much our society has fallen, that we continue to promote these things. You know, it's just crazy. And people actually like it. I mean, come on, wake the fuck up, people. It's not cool to do drugs. I don't get why people think it's cool to do drugs. It's not. Alright, it's stupid as hell. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just sick and tired of not only the rappers promoting this thug, horrible culture, but the people just eating it up like fucking slaves and zombies. And the last topic here I want to cover is from @JermaineRicha16 on Twitter. Asked me to do the video about how a former WWE writer revealed that they wanted Justin Bieber to wrestle at SummerSlam or some shit like that. First off, we don't know if this is true or not. And if it is true, I mean, I guess it isn't the worst idea, but it is kind of a stupid idea. Alright, if you're going to have Justin Bieber on Raw, do some shit on Raw, alright, but I don't think Justin Bieber should really be wrestling in because, I mean, if you look at people all throughout the world, they give their, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, to be in this company, to have a top spot in this company, or at least some spot in this company. And then if, you know, a guy like Justin Bieber waltzes right on in and takes one of those spots, I mean, it's kind of an insult to all those wrestlers who have, in some cases, I mean, literally gave their lives, because a lot of them, I mean, have injuries that are going to affect them for the rest of their lives. I mean, I'm sure wrestling affects everybody who participates in the sport heavily for the rest of their lives in some negative fashion. I mean, you know, look at wrestlers. I mean, they're dying young. They're limping around. I mean, look at Mick Foley. I mean, he just looks like he's happy, but I mean, when he walks, he doesn't even look like he walks right. I mean, it's just like, and then to see like some person like Justin Bieber like take a spot like wrestling. I mean, it's just, all right. If you're gonna have him on Raw, do a segment on Raw. That's one thing. If you're gonna have him wrestle, I mean, that's so stupid. I think they were talking about him wrestling with the Wyatt family. I mean, again, it's retarded. It's fucking retarded. You know, like why? Well, you know, in you know, they're also talking about Stardust versus some celebrity at some like what? Why would Stardust be wrestling? Stardust is a jobber. So why would he even be wrestling a fucking celebrity? Why is a celebrity fucking wrestling? Why would that even happen? That's stupid as fuck to have celebrities wrestle, especially on a fucking main stage like SummerSlam. It's just stupid. So there you go, people. There's your Rantamania episode 26. So there you go.